Hello everyone, this is Melissa of Lovely Paper Crafters. Sorry I've gone on extremely early tonight. Um, there's a big dark cloud outside and I'm kind of afraid that if I don't start now, my internet will go off or something will happen because I'm in a apartment building. Sometimes we have interruptions in our internet. So I just wanted to do a live video. We did a swap with the girls, which means every girl would make 8 cards, and we swap it with a group of other demonstrators. So we did a swap with our little group, and this is one of the swaps I got. So I really like this idea, except I've already used this a few times in my videos, so I just thought I would do something a little bit different. So we're doing that general technique with this black border, except I've changed it around a bit. So the items we are going to use for this today are the Butterfly Gala Stamp Set. So that's the one right there. And that is on page 79. We're also going to use the Butterfly Duet Punch. So that is right there, and that is on page 165. And then the last thing we're going to use is page 184 is called the Dainty Diamonds 3D embossing folder. So that's that one right there. Alrighty. And so the colors we are using tonight is basic black. So we're going to do the card base of basic black. We're going to cut one piece of cardstock of black 4x4. We're going to cut and emboss purple posy, and that's 4x5 1/4. We're going to cut a purple posy 2x3 4/4, and then a white piece 2x3/4. And I didn't grab my stamp pad. That probably would be a great idea. So we're going to do, I'm not sure which butterfly we're going to use tonight because there's a lot to choose from that set. I'm just trying to think of what I was imagining doing with it. So I'm going to pick another purple stamp pad. So we're going to just use Gorgeous Grape. And then we're going to take that white piece of paper that's the 2 3/4, and we're going to take our of course I don't have a stamp pad right in front of me, so that would be helpful. So we're going to we're going to use, I'm not sure, maybe we'll use this one. It's a little bit darker, so the one on the bottom, just because it's a little bit darker, so we don't have to, we'll just stamp it with the purple and we don't have to color it in. Alright, so I'm just going to bring you down here. Oops. Hopefully you can see that. I'm afraid the light is going to go out soon too here, because it went from really sunny in my room to extremely dark in about 2 minutes. So, alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this white piece, we're going to stamp, and then we're going to punch it out. Move that a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing here. So you're just going to move that down until it's right in the middle, so you don't cut off that butterfly. Just like that. And then we're going to take that white piece and we're just going to throw that away. We're just going to use this big guy here. The other thing you will want to do is take your, so this piece here, so it's a little body of the and you're just going to stamp that down in the middle of the butterfly. So just right there. So then you got, and I'll show that up close, so then you got your butterfly and his middle in. Okay, and so the next part we're going to do is, that's pretty much the only stamping for this card. So I'm going to show you how to fold down the black piece. And we're going to use our ruler. Just have a ruler, whatever ruler you have. I have 3 different types. These stainless steel ones are really nice because they flex and they show a really crisp line. Just a pencil and grab your cutter. So whatever cutter you have, as long as it's got an embossing thing on it. So this one has this gray embossing thing on it. That's all you'll need. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your 4x4 black piece and you're going to emboss it. And somehow I've moved my sample somewhere. That's always helpful. There it is. So you're going to emboss, or you're going to measure out. So you're going to measure out 1 1/4, 2 3/4, and then 1/4. And I don't know if you can see that. 1 1/4. You're just going to leave it there. 2 3, 2 and 2 3/4. And then you're going to do the other side. So you're going to do 1 1/4, 2 and 2 3/4. And then you're going to do the other side. 1 1/4, 2/4, and 2 3/4. And then the last side, we'll do 1 1/4, 2/4, or 2 inches, 2 inches, and 2 3/4 inches. So they all match up. And you can take your ruler and you can do it with the ruler to make sure they're straight. So you're going to just match up all of the corner measurements. Just like that. Just look at it a little bit more crisper. And then you're going to take your other ones and you're going to match those marks up and put lines there, and then we can have a better time of scoring it. So it will, I don't even know if you can see that, looks like black on black. So that'll what it looks like when it's done, is you'll have lines there. So hi Irma, I'm glad you made it. I got on really, really early tonight because there's a big black cloud over my house. So I'm worried I'm going to lose light pretty soon in here. The darker it gets, the worse my lighting gets. So then you're going to take your sides and you're going to score. Make sure you're using the scoring bit and not the cutting bit, or you'll cut the whole thing off. So you just want to score it. So you're going to score that, and you're going to score the second line. And you're going to score the first one, and you're going to score the second one, and you're going to score the first one, and the second one, and the first one, and the second one. Alright, let's make sure that we're all scored. Perfect, that looks great. So we're going to put that away, and then we're going to fold so I did a sample piece first, just to make sure I knew what I was doing. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this one down. So the bigger fold, you're going to fold down, the smaller end, you're going to fold up. So down and up. And it's black on black, so you can't see that very well. So you're going to fold it down, and then you're going to fold the little piece up. So down and the little piece up. And then, I don't know if you can see that very well, and it'll look better once I get the other pieces in it. So what we're going to do first now is because we're all ready to go putting the card together. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the purple posy piece that we cut out. We're going to glue that. So we're just going to glue that one down, and I'm going to glue the one that I put the measurements on, because we don't want the measurements up. Trying to cover that up would be fun. And you're just going to stick that right in that square. So just like that. And you can see it better once it's folded down. It's hard to see. And then what we're going to do in the middle is you're going to take your butterfly, you're just going to put it up a little bit so it's more flying, and you're going to make sure that these sides stay down. Once you get them a little bit more, maybe take your bone folder or whatever other device you have for scoring, and you can make sure that stays down. It will look better once it stays down. Alrighty, so it will look like that. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to glue down the middle of him and let his wings fly out a little bit. And we're just going to do, I'm going to do it this way on my card, just to give it a little bit more. So I'm going to do it diagonal, make it look like a diamond, because and then you can fold these guys up a little bit so they kind of fly out. So just like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your base piece, so that has the diamonds on it, if you can see that there, and we're going to also go right over top of the dimensions I wrote down, and you're going to put that right on the card base. And then we're going to glue this one down. Just like that. So you're going to glue that one down like that, and then you're just going to put it right in the middle of the card. This one I'm not going to put a saying on, I'm just going to leave it like that. You could put a saying on. You could also put more paper in here if you want to, or you could also glue these down a little bit if you want it to stay a little bit more firm instead of flying up. It's a pretty easy card, but it looks really pretty, and it just has a little bit more dimension to it. And it looks like that when it's finished. Of course, the one side I glued down doesn't want to stick. That's kind of how things work for me sometimes. There's lots of glue there, so it should stick down. Maybe once you have your glue on, you want to go over it again with the and there we go. So that's what it looks like when it's finished. And the original looked a lot more fancy because it had embossing folder. It has this little label. It embosses the magnolia in the middle there, and then they put a little bit extra pieces on it. So you can do that too, make it more layered if you'd like, and it'll add a little bit to it. Hope you like that technique, and I will see you again probably on Friday. And I'm not sure what card I'm going to do that day. I'm still trying to reschedule my card class that I had to cancel on the weekend, and so we're still trying to figure out cards for when I'm going to do those cards. And anyways, I just wanted to let you see this technique, and I'll show a few more different fancy fold kind of techniques because they're really pretty. Anyways, have a great night, and I'll see you on Friday. Thanks for joining me, Irma, and have a good night. Bye.